or you're thinking of preparing something different for your St. Patty's Day this year as a side dish, well, try this Colcannon. You can't go wrong. St. Patty's Day Part 2, and this time we're bringing you Colcannon. You're saying, what's Colcannon? Well, you know, probably a lot of us have made Colcannon without even knowing it. So what is it? It's potatoes, mashed potatoes, sauteed cabbage, and in some cases some people add some sauteed bacon and onion to their cabbage and mix it in with their mashed potatoes. So, you know, instead of making the typical corned beef, cabbage, boiled corned beef, boiled cabbage, and boiled potatoes for St. Patrick's Day, which really isn't even traditional in Ireland, where they're probably making a nice leg of lamb or maybe even a fish pie or something for St. Patty's Day. We've kind of Americanized our St. Patty's Day, and we do the corned beef, cabbage, potatoes. I think a better take on the potatoes and the cabbage part is making Colcannon. In fact, this is kind of my first try at the Colcannon. I mean, everybody as a kid probably mixed their cabbage in with their potatoes to make the cabbage taste better. And, well, now we're just kind of going to do it on purpose. Hey, you know, they even made a song after this thing. So hopefully I can dig it up when I go to editing and throw the song in there too. So what do we got? I got some potatoes that I've peeled and cut into quarters. And I've got some onions that I've chopped up that we're going to saute. Got 3 slices of bacon. And I got my cabbage that I cut into about 1-inch pieces. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my potatoes on, get them cooking, and then I'm going to go ahead and saute my bacon and my onions and my cabbage. And then we'll rice our potatoes into that mixture, give it a nice little stir, and we'll have some Colcannon. So to get this started, the first thing we're going to do is take a knob of butter, get it into my pan, and melt this down. After which I'm going to go ahead and add my chopped bacon and start to saute my bacon. So it looks like my butter's melted enough, so let's get this bacon in the pan and get this frying up. So let's get this bacon spread out a bit. I've got this on medium heat. I don't want to cook this too fast and too high. So my bacon's at a really good spot right now to go ahead and add my onions. So let's get the onions in the pan and we'll saute them. My bacon and onions are cooking down nicely now, so I'm going to go ahead and just give them a pinch of salt and pepper, and then we'll move on to adding our cabbage. Okay, so let's get the cabbage into our bacon and onion saute here. And I want to add that if you don't have cabbage or you'd rather have something different, you could use kale. And at this point, I'm just going to let the cabbage sit on top of the saute for a few moments and let it steam. And now it's time to give our mixture a little turn here. So we'll get this mixed up a little bit and we'll keep monitoring. Now I've been constantly stirring, and now it's time to add a little bit more salt and pepper and just a pinch. So we'll stir in that salt and pepper, and we'll continue to monitor the saute. Now, I'm not going to overcook my cabbage. I like it a little bit on the al dente side. In other words, I'm not cooking it until it's mushy. I can't stand mushy cabbage. Now, it looks like I need to add a little bit more butter to this, so I just added 1 more tablespoon into my saute. And we're just about to the point where we can start adding our potatoes. It's looking really good. It's al dente. And boy, I wish you could smell this. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and add about a 1/4 cup of water. That's going to deglaze the pan. So if there's anything brown on the bottom of the pan, it's going to go ahead and break that up and actually add some more flavor. Now my potatoes are done, and I've drained off all the moisture. So it's time to start getting these taters into my pan here with my saute. So I'm going to go ahead and use my ricer to make a nice creamy mashed potatoes. And I've got to tell you, since I've bought my ricer, I no longer whip my potatoes in my mixer. This ricer is awesome. So we'll go ahead and give the potatoes a little squeeze
through the ricer here, and once all the taters are in here, we'll go ahead and give her a mix. Alright, we'll go ahead and put this ricing into hyperdrive. Alright, and that's the last of it, so let's get ready to give this a mix. Now to my mixture, I'm going to go ahead and add 4 tablespoons of butter, and another pinch, a generous pinch of salt and pepper, and probably about 1/3 of a cup of milk. Now I have my burner completely turned off, and so in goes our milk, and all I got to do now is really just give this a really good mix. And so with the magic of YouTube, we hypermix. And bada bing, we're almost done. So I'll give this a taste just to see if there's any more seasoning I need to add, which is, well, it's tasting pretty good. Nothing more to add to this. Time to plate her up.
Here we have it. Our Colcannon is looking really good. It smells really good. And if you noticed, I got my little Irish soda bread on my plate. And I may have cooked off a couple of Irish mangers to go with my Colcannon, at least for tonight. On St. Patty's Day, it's probably going to be corned beef. I also got a little Branston pickle going on there. Some whole grain mustard with Irish stout. I'm kind of looking like it's Ireland to me. Anyways, let's go in, taste our Colcannon, maybe taste some of this other stuff. And hey, this episode shout out is to all you leprechauns out there. And I hope you find your little pot of gold somewhere. If you do, make sure you come see me and kind of push a little of that gold to me. Anyways, Colcannon time. Oh, I know it's going to be good. Anyways, here we go. Like I always say, you got to make this. Don't go with the norm. Don't go bland. Saute up some cabbage, some bacon, some onion, get them potatoes in there, and have some Colcannon. And gosh, I'm gonna be loving on that. Anyways, if you enjoyed our video, please hit the like button, subscribe, most importantly share. Right over here, just punch on my logo, and then I'll help you subscribe. So until next time, thanks, and we'll see you.